fucking much. My greatest fear is I'ma die alone. Every diamond in my chain, yeah, that's a milestone. I'm loving it. Calling me, asking me for money, man. The only thing I'ma give you motherfuckers is a dial. Flashbacks of a youngin' sipping that purple Kool-Aid. Skipping school with my homies and chief and reefer for 2 days. Running from the law, living how I'm living, fuck 'em all. Bumping 666, Hennessy in my cup, driving through the sticks. Who the bitch riding with me, man? The devil trying to get me motivated, undereducated and hated, but finally getting cake like a happy belated bitch. I made it, we on. Buy it, break it, roll it, light it, smoke it, inhale it, write it, record it, mix it, master it, press it up, unveil it. Feel like I've been waiting forever to inherit. This is war, I declare it. Time is money, I can't spare it. Futuristic, so simplistic.
Halfway through round 10. Able to dismiss that body shot. A little 1-2 jab followed by the cross. And he just holds on there.
Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Isaac Frost's punch didn't come close. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight.
Start of round number 11. Isaac Frost up on Teddy's scorecard. Just 6 minutes to go in this fight. Teddy, I assume at this point, just take some good advice from your corner and secure this win.
Yeah, you have the winning lottery ticket in your hand. Don't throw it in the garbage.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Monzone's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Turns over the hook after turning away his opponent's shot. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it.
Protect yourself.
Halfway through this 11th round. Unable to connect by Carlos Monzon. And he ties up on the inside. Carlos Monzon's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches and bunches. The combination lands. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. Monzon's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. And that's the end of round 11. Isaac Frost in a position now where he should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more. His opponent could get back into this fight.
All right.
And they have reached the 12th and final round. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Move your head.
Monzone's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Nice strike after catching one by Carlos Monzon. Carlos Monzon's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Monzon's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Final minute of this final round of this fight. Blocks the headshot. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Carlos Monzon's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But, Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
I say it all the time. You never know what you're going to get in this sport. We never thought this fight would go the distance.
Early on, it looked like Frazier and Ali. I mean, the thrill in Manila. Who thought we'd wind up with a little ballet down the stretch?
Frost's performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody So we are underway here. Round one, scheduled for 12. Well, let's talk about what kind of a fight this could end up being, because as far as we see it, both guys are really committed to the cause here. They want each other.
Hey, look, the old times would say these guys are harder to miss than they are to hit.
Dawson's landed a good, solid combination. Calzaghe's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. Well, as we're underway here, allow me to play fan for a moment. I love watching this guy early on in fights because I know he comes out swinging. He wants to showcase that power.
Yeah, you go to a baseball game, you want to see home runs. And that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be swinging for the fences. Better watch how he doesn't strike out.
Joe Calzaghe's able to land a good, solid left hand. Chad Dawson's movement's really helping him out. avoiding that punch. Dawson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Dawson's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. Not able to land the headshot. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Let's go. What are you waiting?
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
Oh, hands up, hands up.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Joe Calzaghe. Chad Dawson's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Chad Dawson. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Dawson's being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Chad Dawson. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Joe Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe's inability to hit the target is really making him look silly right now. He's throwing plenty of punches, just none of them are landing.
No, he's throwing them too wide, too far away, and what's going to be worse, right now he's only getting frustrated, maybe embarrassed as you touched on, but what's going to be worse is when he starts getting counted in between them.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Dawson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. End of the round, and that was a very good example of how to be efficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good example of how, as you say, Joe, he doesn't waste anything. You know, he wants to make everything count, but it gives hope that the other guy can come back, because there's spots where you can out-hustle. While he's being so conservative, you could just outwork him a little.
You gotta give it a double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me one jab at a time.
And round number 3 is underway. Dawson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Calzaghe. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Chad Dawson's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Joe Calzaghe. Chad Dawson's got a way of just getting away from that punch. point of this third round. Calzaghe's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Good right hand. Chad Dawson's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. That's classic work with the double jab. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Dawson's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Make your opponent know. Assert yourself. Assert your punches.
The beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
Joe Calzaghe's been hurt. He is stunned, but somehow has the wherewithal to hang on. Calzaghe's jab lands well. What a great round this has turned into. After doing the hurting, now he's the one hurt.
Joe, this is about wit, grit, and spit. This is about fighting.
He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Chad Dawson's left, working well that time. Halfway through round number 4. Calzaghe's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Missed the body shot. Little volume punching to the body there. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
How about a return to center with the left hand? Chad Dawson, a very well-skilled light heavyweight from New Haven, Connecticut, but a guy who probably doesn't get as much credit as to what his skill and accomplishment is.
Yeah, because he just does things well. You know, it's not like one area you say, wow, he punches so fast, or he's so fast, you know, he puts the lights out and he jumps in bed, you know, you don't even know it, like Ali used to talk about. But he's very good at a lot of things. And technically, he's very solid.
Nice, sharp, fundamentally sound hook right there, and it served him well. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Dawson's so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing.
Punch! Punch!
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
What a great job. He gave one right back, and Joe Calzaghe's hurt by that. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the land...
Oh, that's gotta hurt. On the mark. Beautifully shot. Great punch right on the mark.
Like an arrow and not shot by Cupid.
Calzaghe's rising back up. That takes some guts. He just missed that shot up top. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Pace yourself.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Commits to the straight right. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot.
Good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs and upstairs, okay? Body then head.
Calzaghe's got to find a way to survive and maybe even do more than that. He was knocked down in the last round, and here, you know, all eyes are on his status here to start this round.
Well, Joe, don't put too much on his plate in this kind of situation. Right now, surviving would be enough. He can worry about winning later on.
Right on the mark with the hook up top. Calzaghe's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. Dawson's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. He fires off the combination there, and it lands. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on? Calzaghe's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Dawson's in the midst of this fight, boxing very, very well. Teddy, what does he have to do to maintain this kind of level?
You know, I hate to use these old analogies, these overused analogies, but you know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Joe Calzaghe's proving to be elusive. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. What a difference from corner to corner. As he sits on his stool, he knows that he is in complete control of this fight, peppering his opponent with power shots.
Well, it's been like that all night long. Anything he throws finds a target.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Dawson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Nice strike after catching one by Chad Dawson. And now he's targeting upstairs. Nice work doubling up that jab. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Calzaghe's sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
Calzaghe's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Let's move. Move your feet.
10 seconds to go in the 7th.
You're doing great.
And that's the end of round 7.
You heard it. Keep on it. All right, you look great.
After 7 rounds, Teddy has him up big. Dawson's been just dominating with his work rate. He's the busier fighter.
Yeah, the other guy is acting, I don't know. He's acting like maybe he's a rich guy or something. It doesn't matter to him. He must have a big fat bank account because he sure as heck doesn't look like he's worried.
There he is, landing a combo. Dawson's giving us a taste of some of that athletic ability, that hand speed right there. Did you see that? Some way, somehow, he's got to try to get up. Joe Calzaghe's down, and he looks to be out.
Now we're going to see what's inside this man.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Teddy, he's stunned right there. Now he's clinching right here.
And that's the only way.
Solid. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Joe Calzaghe's not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim. Chad Dawson. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the famed New York Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for a much-anticipated main event. And the anticipation for this bout has grown as the week has gone. Round number 1, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. Well, a lot of people were looking forward to this fight, and with very good reason. When you pit these two guys together, it should be a very good fight.
You don't have to look for either one of them. They are right there to be found, and our fans love that.
Haz is unable to land that shot clean. De La Hoya is starting to score at ease against his opponent there. Anytime you can land a three-punch combination, you're really hitting your groove. power puncher versus the high stamina fighter. How does the high stamina fighter want this fight to unfold as it goes on?
Well, the high stamina fighter, what he wants to do is he wants to get a lead. Get the lead, go out there quick out of the gate, and then later on you have the power puncher looking for one shot at a time. He's going to be searching him all night, and he's never going to find him.
Doubling up the jab by Oscar De La Hoya. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Has his movement helped out there? He avoided that punch. De La Hoya's combination punching is working well here. Now he ties up there. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Blocks that belt line well. Has is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Good step back counter punch there.
There you go.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Hazard's probably feeling like he just found the answer there, Teddy. He was able to stun his man. Now, I'm wondering if he keeps at it like that, if he can score a knockdown.
Well, right now it's up to his opponent to make an adjustment. He doesn't make an adjustment, knockout's coming, or at least a knockdown.
You need to cover up. Okay? You're leaving your...
Start of a new round. De La Hoya's making it look like the start of a fresh fighter. Remember, he was stunned in that last round, but Teddy, he looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically. But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
Come on, kid.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya actually at one point in his career produced a Grammy-nominated CD. He got into the music business. Says he learned a little something about himself, and that's in the rearview mirror now.
You know, that speaks to the strengths and the weaknesses of Oscar De La Hoya. You know, let's deal with the strengths first of all, how diverse he is, how he's talented. There's so many things he can do. And also it's a weakness because there are distractions there. You know, sometimes you start to wonder, how urgent is it for him to continue to be the best fighter in the world? And maybe that urgency to have to win the fight isn't there because he can do other things.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Haz's defense is paying off now. Last 10 seconds. And we come to the end of round number 2. Haz's effort in that last round really didn't do much for him. I just don't think he was busy enough.
No, he wasn't busy enough, and you start to wonder whether or not he wants to be here. It has to change quickly now, because if it doesn't, his opponent is going to kind of smell it a little bit, and he's going to start pushing a little bit more and put him in bad problems.
He missed with that headshot. Good job staying away from the danger there. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Oscar De La Hoya. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Vinny Paz. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. De La Hoya's speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
Landing 2 jabs by Oscar De La Hoya.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Oscar De La Hoya.
Keep moving.
Trinidad, Mosley, Hopkins, Mayweather. They all topped the Golden Boy. What was missing from Oscar De La Hoya where he could have come out on top of those encounters?
You know, that's part of his legacy, and that's a great question, because part of his legacy, he's made more money than all these great fighters maybe almost put together. I mean, that's how much money he's made, but he's lost just about all of his big fights. Mentally, it's in the mental dimension. It's not in the physical dimension where he's been in those kind of fights. He hasn't made adjustments. You know, he's found a way to lose instead of a way to win. He's found a way to compromise himself, to undermine himself.
The white belt. You're winning this fight. Estás ganando. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you got it.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. You're doing fine. He's just beating you to the punch, that's all. You need to throw more. If you're not...
He's been on target with his attack. Good, accurate punching as we begin round number 4 here, and he's up 3-0 on your scorecard, Teddy.
Good counter punching, and when you're counter punching the right way, you're usually getting clean shots. He's getting them.
De La Hoya's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Peace. Peace, 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 peace. Power.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. And now they're trading blows.
Double up your punches.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Seconds to go in round number 4. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Paz's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. De La Hoya's putting forth a great combination there.
Keep your hands, all right? Yeah, keep your hands up. Okay, listen. I need you to throw.
Round number 5 has arrived. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 ass spin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. What an excellent 2-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya's well off the mark that time. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Vinny Paz is able to avoid that punch. one. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. Halfway through this round. Not able to land the headshot. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya is coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Good way to protect the midsection. De La Hoya's doing a brilliant job with his head movement. He's employing top-notch defense right here, and it's frustrating his opponent.
It is frustrating his opponent. His opponent needs to make an adjustment of thinking right now and understand what's there, not what's not there. We know that the head's not there, but what's there? The body. He needs to start going downstairs. That will freeze up some of that head movement.
The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. De La Hoya's putting forth a little boom, boom, boom. A three-punch combination score. Took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Vinny Paz. De La Hoya is not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there.
You're still
halfway through round 6. Paz is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. De La Hoya is throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on it.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, I'm going to take advantage.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Oscar De La Hoya. There's that overhand right. De La Hoya's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Final 10 seconds. De La Hoya's performance tonight has made this a one-sided fight throughout. Here we are in the later stages of this fight, and it's just more of the same.
Yeah, I love the way he's putting punches together. Sometimes when you're finding it so easy, such easy going, it's easy to fall into the trap one shot at a time and you start loading up. Not him. Keeps putting them together.
Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. De La Hoya's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands, that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
That was not well targeted by Oscar De La Hoya. Vinny Paz's blocking ability is doing well for him there. At the halfway point of round 7.
Work the body. Come on, kid, focus.
He engages in the clinch. committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. De La Hoya's combination that was landed moments ago is one of those examples of what every trainer would really like to have, and that's a fighter with good hand speed.
Yeah, and he's showing that right now. Now, the trainer in the other corner hopes he has a guy with good timing, because timing can negate speed.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. We count down the final moments of this round.
It's all yours, man. But you gotta keep working. Keep working. This is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, okay? Don't get lazy. You're winning this fight, but don't get lazy.
You don't need that. No, throw that
Nice
away.
round.
Listen, I need to see some counter punches, okay? Whenever he misses, counter. Jab, jab, and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head, then finish to the body.
Well, we heard the stories coming into this fight that he worked extra hard in the gym. Now you're... Payoff, Teddy. Your scorecard through 7 rounds has him up big.
Oh, we heard about him working those 5-minute rounds instead of the traditional 3-minute rounds, and it's showing. It's paying for him, as you just said, Joe.
Claw punch.
All right, let's see how you do with some sparring. Get out of the way! No punching! Move your head! Pick up the pace! Stay away from those! I want to see you punch harder, faster. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a scene here as we welcome you to this live pay-per-view extravaganza. I'm Joe Tessitore, ringside with Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Thomas and Mack Center, just off the Vegas Strip. This, the site of our championship fight. Both men have waited their entire career for this. The championship on the line. Round number one.
I feel like I've been through a week of the Super Bowl waiting. Now it's time to play.
There's the combo to the body. Teddy, in terms of breaking a man's will, in terms of testing him where he doesn't want to be tested, what can the power puncher do against this fighter who the rap on him is he has low stamina?
Just keep the steady pressure on him. Make him start to think that you're immovable object, that he can't do a damn thing about what's about to happen to him.
Come on!
Halfway through round number one. Good block by Sweet Pea. A snapping combination by Fernandez.
Let's see some more head movement. Looking good.
Good job with 3 flush punches by Pernell Whitaker.
He's working the body.
Tiger's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. And we come to the end of round number one. Whitaker's commitment to just pure offense is lacking right now. I mean, the guy has to let the hands go.
Well, he was hurt earlier. You know, there was a little short punch on the inside a round before, and nobody really noticed it. But guess what? He did. And I think that's why you're seeing him be a little bit unsure of himself and not throwing the punches that otherwise you'd say, hey, come on, how come you're not? That is why.
Back to the body.
He digs into the body again.
Keeps doing
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He falls victim to that big hook. Big, big shot comes crashing home. What a hook to the body, and he is down and in bad shape. Fernandez's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Fernandez.
Keep working the body.
Tiger's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Teddy, I'm sure so many times you've been approached on the street by guys who say, yeah, I can fight. I've fought a little bit. What's the biggest difference you've found through the years with the guys that think they're tough and the guys that are really in the gym?
Well, when they're out in the street, somebody's going to usually stop it, or you're going to pick up something, you can hit them. You don't have that, of course, in the ring. And also, maybe the most important thing, Joe, is you're not mad. You know, getting mad is like somebody getting a drink in them to open up and all of a sudden start talking. You get mad and you go after what you're mad at. You're in that ring. You don't have that. You don't have that scotch, so to speak, that you can shoot down and get those muscles going.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Come on, get focused.
Whitaker's in the position he wants to be in. Scored the knockdown. Now back in the corner, resetting things. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Has his target. He lands a straight right. Fernandez is out to show everybody that he's fine. But we saw what happened in the last round. He was knocked down in that last round. Does he have to prove something to himself as well as proving something to everybody in this arena?
Well, that's the right question, Joe. He's got to revisit his memory banks a little bit and know that he's already proven it to himself. He's been in this position before, so he has to regain that confidence and understand that he can deal with this. He's done it before.
Halfway through this round here.
Back to the body.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Fernandez. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged.
Protect yourself.
Come on, kid. Bolt.
Not much action as he just ties up. Oh, what an exchange! Last 10 seconds of round number 3. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
We got it.
Time to take a look at Teddy's scorecard as we begin round number 4. Whitaker's actually got to be feeling pretty good about himself. I know he's dropped 2 rounds here, but he did score a knockdown in the 1 round that he won.
Yeah, of course, and that's what this is about. This is not amateur boxing, professional boxing. The power punches, the punches that hurt the other guy more than he hurt you.
There it is! Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff! He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Nice strike after catching one by Tiger. Pernell Whitaker's sitting back right now, Teddy. Oh, what a left hand. Boy, I know he's not in great shape, but all of a sudden he's doing a very good job of defending himself.
You know, it's a funny thing.
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Big shot there. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's over. The fight is over. Pernell Whitaker's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count.
By way of knockout, your winner and new champion of the world, Tiger Fernandez.
Fernandez's world title is his now. First time he's ever claimed a championship. For Teddy...